So one of the most common areas of changes as we age on our face and neck is our jawline. Our jawline is the frame for our face. And as we age, when that foundation loosens, the skin and soft tissue and fat kind of drops over that jawline. And it becomes ill-defined. Having a defined jawline is one of the quintessential aspects of youthful appearance. And that definitely changes with all of us with age. You get something called jowling. Now, jowling is the skin and fat that kind of droops over your jawline. We can make that better. I can inject fillers. I do it all the time in my clinic along the jawline. It kind of smooths things out. That's good temporary fix, but it's not going to solve the problem. Even better is face type or liposuction in the office. I do offer that also, and that can make it at least 50 to 60% better. But again, it's not a long-term answer. If you really suffer with irregularities and changes on your jawline, a neck lift is the answer. It is going to absolutely solve the problem of ill-defined jawlines. So let's take a look at this before picture. You can see she looks great, but she definitely has some looseness along her jawline. You can see jowling, definitive jowling. That's that fat and skin that droops over the jawline. And let's look at the after. It's an amazing change, but look how defined the jawline is now, okay? This is what a neck lift does. It really does redefine that frame for your face. It makes your jawline look more youthful and defined, and most importantly, it's long lasting. So if you're struggling with this problem, remember that a neck lift will be the permanent answer for jawline issues. So if you're struggling with the appearance of your neck, the most common complaint is loose skin, that kind of loose hanging skin that's wrinkly. But to be honest with you, probably the biggest problem on the neck that I see every week in my clinic is extra fat. As we age, unfortunately, we all gain weight, and a lot of that goes to the neck. So you get that look down selfie fat that we all hate on Zoom that everyone's struggling with right now. It's a common problem. But guess what? A neck lift absolutely solves that problem, and here's why. A neck lift not only tightens the skin on your neck, but it takes out the unwanted fat that you have there. And that's because we combine a neck lift with liposuction at the same time. So you can rest assured if you do proceed with the neck lift that all that fat you don't like will be removed along with tightening of the skin. Let's show you an example. Here's a before. You can see that she has obvious issues with loose skin, but she does have fat there. It's hard to tell from a picture, but she definitely has fat. And here's her after. It's an enormous change. It's like an amazing transformation. But the biggest part of her change actually came from removal of the fat. The tightening of the skin part is important, but we don't pull that skin super tight. All the changes are from removal of the fat and tightening that foundation. Especially with that patient we just showed you, she had the biggest change from that fat removal. So if you're struggling with the appearance of your neck and profile, the skin and fat hangs over, with the selfie fat when you look down, you're not alone. Just remember, a neck lift will solve that problem. So as we age, our neck obviously changes, and one of the most common changes is the development of neck bands. What are neck bands? Those are those vertical muscular bands underneath your chin that run from the base of your chin to almost to the bottom of your neck. And that consists of muscle, the platysma muscle, exactly, that's what it is. They clump together and they cause a real problem. Now, I can treat those with botox. I do that every week in my clinic. We'll inject some botox in there, and that softens the neck up, but that'll last, 3 months? Are you gonna do that all the time for years to come? Yeah, I guess you could if you wanted to, but there is a definitive answer. A neck lift. A neck lift addresses those muscular bands directly. I make an incision underneath the chin, I go in there and I sew those bands together, create a girdle kind of effect, and make sure that they don't form those vertical visible bands in the future. And that's a permanent answer. That will last permanently. So let's take a look at an example. You can see here that her befores, she definitely has neck bands. It's pretty obvious. That's one of her complaints when she came in. And let's take a look at the after. Obviously the jawline's better, but those neck bands are much, much better too. Neck bands are one of the most common presentations I see in my clinic. I see it all the time. And That's great, because if you decide to do a neck lift, you can be confident, you can rest assured that those will go away after surgery permanently. So if you're suffering from neck bands, you have the answer: neck lift.